Alright, I'm ready. Press resume. Waiting on you.
Team. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
A gain of 27 on the play. And a Brown.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And Mayfield just getting the play on. They'll roll him out right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
First and 10.
Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They run with Samaje's younger cousin. This is LaMichael Pirine. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a first carry for their fullback. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I wonder if we'll get a second.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, D.J. Hayden. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns' defense has a touchdown.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with Pirine. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Eddie Goldman drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That's taken it around the 40. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, wow, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop you. Take it all the way in.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what happened to my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's Pirine. Not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. John Randall dropping the hammer.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 26 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
3rd and 13.
Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Kevin Huber in.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield to throw it. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Marquise Brown, 33 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the foot. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line.
The Patriots' 40-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to Brown, this time complete. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
On the give, this is their fullback. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At the Patriots' 37-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Sammy Watkins, 37 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Browns 35, Patriots nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
7-yard line.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, here we go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Again, here's P-Ryan. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Pressure comes and down he goes. John Randall able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Good. 180. Hurry. Mike.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, but it'll be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down, Mayfield again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page. Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
7-yard line.
They'll run again with Pirine. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Fromm off of play action. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for New England. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever...
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Steps away to his left. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Brings up 4th down.
Mayfield off the play fake, being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake. Here's Fromm. And the pressure gets to him again. How about the safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Right there. 54, right there.
From the gun, it's Fromm. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Kevin Huber now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
54, right there, 54.
Throwing is Fromm. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going. It's caught at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, They don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit.
Patriots nothing.
But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this moment. No.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they
under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Third down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Final score, Browns 57.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? With a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?